alaikum to each and every one of you. Welcome to another inspirational session which you are watching live at Jamano Media and Products. Today's topic would be about makeup. Makeup, but it's actually important because it's one of the key things in Gambia. And today we're here with a very good makeup artist, but she's actually an upcoming makeup artist, but still to her own work, being an upcoming makeup artist. But today we are also here with another person. She's part of the team. She's also a host. Then I introduce both of them before you do a proper discussion. Binta, your platform, talk to your viewers.
Assalamualaikum to each and everyone out there. I am Binta Mane, and I've been working for a while now, so maybe you don't know me that much.
Okay, Binta, working with Binta was actually all in the Instagram live, like how it all started. Then my boy one at mom, viewers knew and said, why not you invite this young girl? She's actually a very good, public speaking girl, which she's really good at it. And I heard a little bit things she had actually been doing in school, when it comes to giving out speeches, or topics in the assembly, or anything that has to do with school activities. So we had a specific topic, you worked and then she impressed me. I was so amazed, and I'm like, why not we work together? Because Lee the Fanekalinga Hamne, Pundavila, and then involving young people, Ninga Hamne, Munenko, they're capable of doing it. I was supposed to be here, but she's not around. So the Nako tema moiwa, so Lunya am Binta. So Binta, your platform.
Okay, so like Fulo said, we have a very good upcoming makeup artist. What she said, not makeup upcoming, but she's still an upcoming makeup artist. So I will give her the mic to introduce herself and tell us more about herself, who she really is, because I know a lot of people out there would want to know who she is. They have got the Gambian girls. So I'll hand the mic over to you and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, the name is Aisha Sambou. I am an upcoming makeup artist, and I'm encouraging every single person out there to not be shy about your work. Do what you want, go for it. That's just basically, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I am in school, but she's been to school. So I would like her to tell us a little bit about her school background, what was happening in the school she attended, and many more.
I was a graduate of class of 2020, and I attended Marina International High School from Form 1 to Form 5, and then I did another year, I did Form 6, and then during school times, I used to be engaged in public speaking. I'm a very outspoken person. I involved myself in, public speaking and all of that stuff. I also joined the Pan-African Club for about 2 years, from Form 4 to Form 5. And yeah, I love exposure, talking about stuff happening in the country and outside of the country, and just basically being there for the youths.
Okay, so I think that's actually a short intro of yourself. And from hearing what you actually said, you talked about Pan-African Club. What is this club actually all about?
The Pan-African Club was just basically to make us, the students, be aware of the going-ons in our own African countries, in the Gambia, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and to know what the leaders went through to make the country livable for all of us. We learned all about Sadauda Jawara, we learned about Sekou Touré and all of that stuff. So, it was an eye-opening for the students.
Okay, when it comes to Marina as a school, then they take a look at it, they janga, they fatis and principal, let's talk about your school itself, just let's say for 3 or 5 minutes. tell us, how do you cope in the living society? Because a whole lot of people, then they want to marina, then uti again in school. Sibe, then uti again in school. Someone like school and school to babla. But tell us about the living learning sector in your school. Because Maraka, honestly speaking, she is actually at Rosa School. Mungi buga nyo marina in Form 1. So you know the favorite exam. So, and I think this will be a very interesting side. Mom, so now they said on video be, you know, to be a student from Marina. Tell us something about the exam.
Marina is an exceptional school. I'm not gonna say it because I'm from there, but it's a school that, you know, they involve themselves in the students' everyday life within the school and outside the school. They don't only care about you inside the school, even outside the school, they want to know like what you're doing. Our principal before, when you get out of the school, you're tucked out. So like you say, talking, because number one, when an impression is everything, you know, when people see that you're dressed properly, you're neat and tidy, then you wanna halebi Marina Lamjuge. Look at how she's dressed, you know. So it's a school that's very exceptional. But the way people say it, Marina students Marina students when they party. No, that is true to some extent, but it's not like all learning and learning and learning. We have various extracurricular activities. We have Pan-African Club. We have they even do the classes for like makeup and hair and all of that extracurricular. We have it. We have cooking. We have tennis. We have badminton, baseball. We have football too. And basketball. So they try to involve the kids not only in learning but also other activities. Lolu du tax xalé bi mu teju comme nit ñi duñ ko dé oyé légui you're not woke. Di nga éwu tamit hanga. So dañ dé janga mom dañ dé janga because Wise Methodist, Glory Baptist used to be involved in the debate and yeah, so we invite other schools from outside to come inside the school. We give you a topic and you talk about it. We have spelling bees. So yeah, school bo baax la. Lo reklam lo because because school bo baax la. And not to brag, but every year you guys can see the results. So the results speak for themselves.
Okay. Alright, I think that's actually a brief setup to talk about who Aisha Sambou is and as well as to know about Marina. So I think now we can go to the proper topic of discussion. Mota ñu top fi tay pour waxtane ko Binta.
Okay, so Aisha, like from graduating from a very expensive school in the Gambia, like it is one of the most expensive schools, international schools. He came out to become a makeup artist. So how many people came from graduate Marina, makeup artist? So what inspired you to become a makeup artist? Nga bay ñeneen job yi ñom law doctors nga bay ñep nga ne makeup, you want to become a makeup artist. What really inspired you to become a makeup artist?
Anyways, but I know something to bang it.
Thank you.
That's a soft plus.
Thank you very much. Makeup is not a job for me. It's not a career for me. It's actually a hobby because I do makeup and hair. The moment later tamit. Yaika, if you're watching, I used to take Yaika's hair. Yaika mada later, Yaika sit class me. Sundays before I go to school, smile na mo dama dem letu. Damay bañ. Luma dem letu, damay tok def talal yu graw yo xamne dem school. Non la demé ma min di def later, and I used to see my mom before she goes out, the time she spends on her face, and I like the transformation. I went to YouTube, jënd sama bagage raba ben ñaar ñetti broche, fofu la doré di def, and I started having the passion for it. So when my siblings left, I was the only child there. So that made me spend more time on doing what I love and something that I just discovered, and I started liking it. You know, it's not a job for me. When I do makeup, I do it because I love it. Nekut halis bi motax ma dugasi. And when you said luta lifin ma affaire law ak yoyu, I will be going to university and I will be studying international relations because that is something that I love with all my heart. I love listening to the news, just knowing about events within and outside the country itself, because daf lay tax nga janga. So gisee man ma bëgg makeup, jigéen bu nekk da nga bëgg rafet te jigéen bu nekk ñaawut. Nit da nga wara bëgg sa boppa te da nga wara xam yaay kan. The confidence it gives you so solo nga defaru, people, men yen seen boppa, you be like lu tax ngay makeup, you shouldn't da nga rafet without makeup. But we're not doing it for people to say, oh, da nga rafet without makeup. We're doing it to feel comfortable. You know, so sanse ba baax nga defaru ba baax nga génna kenn si mbedd bi du la wax ne kii xoolal lu modde. No, people are gonna look at you and admire you. Your hair is laid, your makeup is nice, yaa ngi sanse, yaa ngi, you know, yaa ngi mall comme Sénégal ay dañ koy waxee. So it's the confidence that it gives you, you know.
Okay, people like me, I always like say, Luta, makeup, yaa ngi rafet. You know, because it's actually the belief no is. You know, this gonna get aside. There are certain people in a certain color. Naturally, it does not need a makeup. Like let's say a fair colored person. So when we say that, it's not because bugun mo yaha halis, but it's also appreciating yourself. So now, how would you actually align this boy or getting had to get bull makeup? You know, you're looking good with your color. What exception does the makeup actually add onto it?
Let me say something. Makeup, it enhances what is already there. So rafete nga dem tok man nga ñew ma tok ma defar la ba baax do gëna ci biti ken mu cheapatu la wala mu xélu la no, because they know you're beautiful, because they know ne she went from already 100 to 1,000. You know, makeup dafa just enhance normal, you know. So people, I feel like people should just try and understand that, especially gori. So amé sa jaha mu defar ba bu ko wax ne you're beautiful without makeup. She doesn't want to hear that. She just spent about $800 in her makeup. Tell her you look beautiful, yangi nice. Tell her that. Don't tell her you don't look beautiful. You look prettier without makeup. What could a yangi nice? $800. Lolo. That thing hello legacy Gambia. So you know, it's just basically it.
Welcome back from that short break, you guys. So I would like to ask Aisha a question that is like a lot of people talk about. Aisha, people say that makeup, that they yoka acne, that they yoka pimples, like if soko or you don't have to wear makeup a lot because I'm gonna fire has a kanami and stuff like that. What do you have to say about that?
That is true and also not true, because you know your skin type, you know your skin condition. So yow sa bopa ya wara door nga defar sa kanam bi. If you know that liyek you're allergic to this and this and that, nga ñew tok ci togu bi ya ñu lay defar. Don't be shy to tell that person I have oily skin. Suma kanam bi daf de I'm very sensitive. Wax ko koku mo xam yan products lam lay defaral. Te being a makeup artist is all about being clean. Your brushes should always be clean. Your sponges should always be clean. And balanga de makeup nit ki sax, before you put the foundations and the powder and all of that, you start off by prepping the skin. You clean the skin, you put some moisturizing, you put primer, you know, and all of that, just to avoid what you know, eye acne ak pimple. Nit ku neka, jigen bu neka especially, you have those flaws. So we do our best to not affect you, no matter we take so many measures. If you see some people break out from all of that, it's the constant use of those products. The dora hasa kanambi muset. It's ngay def makeup subangon gudeg becek do dem clean your face and use cleansers and all of that. That's important. Lo mota bul nice sa bopa. Be ready to spend on yourself so buge rafet, because to avoid all of those things you have to go and get dermatologically tested products to avoid lol non yep. Lo mota you see all of these brand influencers getting backlash defend affaire products yi dafa bad dafa magic, not man luma jik suma kanam dafa jikki. So nit ki su ñëwé client bi su ñëwé mu ne mané I have sensitive skin, I'll ask her, are you oily or you're dry skin? So my hair, dina ham yan products la use kanamam bi to avoid lol nonu yep.
Okay, so about the product and all. So would you actually blame the customer for all the pimples, or Lolo, it's actually the fault of the makeup artist?
It's the fault of the makeup artist, because so dem ba nga xamne nit ki kanamam bi ak situation am bi ni la mel. Don't use heavy products on that person. Xamal noy demé ak kanamam bi te use prep her skin comme niñ ko nga prep kanamam bi di nga clean kanam bi nga def fa primer. A primer is like a base daf protect the skin bi from the harshness of the foundation, so you have like a protective come bullet so they dem wo rek bulletproof vest bo de texiro, you know, it protects you kind of like that. Okay. So yeah,
I think I'm actually yeah, because I never knew. I see people complaining, you know, makeup
yeah.
But I mean, this is the main reason why we decided to bring this topic, because it's also good loy def nga xam ci dara.
Set dafa baax.
This stuff a whole lot of Gambians di nga gis nit mu ngi involved ci dara, but doesn't know like the real thing that is actually behind the scene. And it's also important, we have to learn from this. Whatever you are involved in, so how many kanambi, it's actually not, it's how would you actually say it, sir?
Sensitive.
Thank you. So it's kind of so sensitive to certain, you know, products, you know, don't use it, because don't also be under the name of dama wala lafe. How much you say lafe ko upatan lafa bon. Yes. Lafe ko upatan because it's the way you tend to want to do things for the sake of follow gis na seen you and be lafe na jël na suma no because of makeup. Suba ma nga ew nga gene ko sen ma sanata ma gis sakana ma ignore what, because you are actually the reason why I have to ignore you is because said bossy wa lolu mo si nekko. So dañ si wara bay xel torop.
True.
Like Aisha, if you were to open your own salon, what brand would you love to give it, like, to the salon, you know?
Well, she has a brand.
I have a, but I understand what she's trying to say. Slade by Aisha, Kumaham. If you know me, you if you know me, you know like it's not, I'm not saying it to like just brag or whatever, but jigen la, I'm supposed to look good, feel good. I love dressing up and looking nice. So that's what I'm trying to portray Sisuma brand be. I want women, girls, salon, you go in not feeling confident, you leave out feeling confident. Lola buga. Because that's what I say, like beauty, it just enhances what is already there. You know, solubi, makeup be, I want women, jigeni, hamga, you just buga san bopa, buñ nai, spend money on themselves to look good, take care of yourself, even if it's not just makeup, sir, you just take care of yourself genuinely. That's my brand. Be genuine to yourself, be confident, and enhance what is already there.
Such a delightful answer. The way you answer questions, it's actually professional, you know.
Really?
Yeah, it is. So, okay, now, the question I would actually ask you is, now, Gambian people, how our attitudes are. Yeah, you feel what I'm about to ask, right?
Yeah.
So, when it comes to customers themselves, okay. For instance, Aisha, the makeup, you know, schedule sabopa, and at the end of the day, borom mu feel.
Exactly.
Like, what are the real challenges you face throughout being a makeup?
Number one, people will say, oh, okay, upcoming. I'm just saying, like, manda mai wah lu knows my help. I'ma say it the way it is. People will look at me right now and say, ki upcoming makeup artist la lum mun, because there are other big and great makeup artists out there. But man dama always mo bote dama ham mun. So you will not pick up your phone, you call me, oh Aisha dama buga makeup. I book you for 3 p.m. You don't call me. The same phone that you pick to call me. Munonga mo wanna call ngana mena Aisha bala ma det duma muna nyu. You call me 2 hours ahead, 2 hours ahead, ma muna hamne ki du nyu. That spot that you call, ma feel spot bobu nono. Munna wan, oh, comme que kii ay for example Binta ñëwul comme que Binta ñëwul mun naa call Rama mi ma call na dafa bëgg a make up. Rama can feel her spot. Number one, du ma ñaaka xaalis because they prepare sa bopa, you have a schedule. For example, 10 people are coming in today, so you already know how much you're supposed to make that day. So if she fails me, I made a loss that day. Number one, waste no summer time. Number one, number two, number three is just unprofessional. That's not Gambia. We should stop that, because number one, danga jël phone bi nga call ma lolu pour yow la du pour man. It's your own cause that you call me for. You can be civilized enough nga ekati that same phone nga call ma ne ma Aisha, I can't show up today. I'll understand. Duma la mata. Xamna ne amna event you have motax ñu. So it's all about professionalism now.
You know, honestly speaking, in every aspect of working with Gambians, how many young men?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like you made mention, waste not time, call with la, at the end of the day, law for one nga don't at the end of the day. But it's normal.
It is.
Because Gambian, that's their attitude.
But lañ wara baye.
And now the question is, naka la ñu def gaay bi baye. Sometimes when you ask yourself certain things, they mean habit.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I guess, Lul, what is that? Not give up one day, no man be ugly, business man actually give up.
No.
You still have to.
Because when I saw that, especially around time in July last year, time in July, be Eid, Korite, I saw a lot of people. They may have like last minute you cancel and then they want to come back and book again. So luma def moneka, it's not like damlade immediately must gain a tourism schedule be. I still leave it there, but I'm gonna def asterisk. Ma def for mamuna ham like back of my head ne. Hidna kid na mamuna call back, mo book again, because it happened like 3 times. So I was like, people are not making up their mind. So somebody ma gis lol no. I made an effort. Ma jënd credit. Wax na la ngeen baye nay bi. Magenta credit, I called up those people. New book, I called them and I checked Masenda, did they know or do you? Sometimes I'm gonna blame customers. Professionalism, see all I'm what door. Nitsubuke, see also. You should make your number one priority. Punga call, konga said whether you guys are on for that day or not. So yeah. I also have a website. Liye pour mu things yomba. My def website for the Gambians. Just to be advanced. Mungai dem nga book the time and then the prices. Everything is there, so you don't necessarily have to call me. Immediately nga book, it goes to the system, and I'm alerted. And deal from here has booked this day, the time, and liye la book. I made all of that easy, but belege Gambians don't.
Like you made mention, when you're actually into something, do la dig out from.
That is true. Then they have.
Man, it happens to me. I face a whole lot of challenges. Not just about the host, things that has to do my personal entertainment. The night is event people will call me, hello, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. I feel so proud. Understand? But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
The one thing about me is I don't force people to come on my way. You hear things about me, I want to work with you, blah blah blah. I be like, so I may tell you meet, you discuss my terms and conditions, because I can't do my things for you. At the end of the day, wow, understand? He helps the youth and all of that to do things for you. But Lumala Buga about that particular part is that it still lives with you. Gambian we do go involved the only time they will start popping in your DMs or whatever is soon you are a little bit uplifted.
And that is true. Malomota man day wax ne man ken duma mëna disrespect ci luma mun ci li nga xamne num tuda saatu mako dam ko mëna suma bopa, and it's not something li nga xamne dam ko ragala wax wala dam ko rusé. I love doing what I do te ken duma ci mëna yeb hanga like so gisé nit ñi yeb la ci biti wala nit mu gis la mu oyal la useless ya ko nangu. Number one, man I'm very proud of myself. I've done a lot of things for myself. Linga hamne ken hamuko, you know, all that this makeup and let me just say something. And having people that support you is very important. My mom and my dad, especially my dad. My dad goes and buys foundation for me and all of that stuff. So it shows
so personal makeup.
Yes, but my mom is like a joke. You know, mom no lamde wa do la suma kanam.
That's how the start.
Your mom, yeah. So you know, and they support me, and my dad is 100% behind everything that I do. When I said I wanted to do interior designing because I'm done with arts back in school, and you know, I was like, I want to do interior designing. I'm gonna go for it. It's actually a lot of money. So first on you know, if you have those kind of things at home, you have those type of motivations. Man suma gene ci biti nit wax ma dara duma la faale because dama xam man luma mun te dama xam man nit ñi luñ may wax man duma déglu lu keneen wax damay déglu man what I'm capable of. Gom sa bop la rek la.
Faith, persistence and self-esteem.
That's it.
I think Minta would also add on something because mom nak because xam na ci dara. dama jàpp secret bi ñu ne sutura dafa baax ci doomu aadama.
Okay, so like a lot of people go out there, like they pay thousands of dollars just just you understand what I'm saying? Put new janga to know how to do makeup for people. Ñeneen ñi dañ toog rek benn bés seen kër jël seen phone yi or their gadgets, set YouTube like researches. So did you like pay for money to learn it or yow da nga toog rek like self-trained or da nga ko jàng?
I self-trained. Di jeexal megabytes jàmbur yi. Dugal YouTube di seet loolu laa daan def. Ñetti brush la amoon xam nga ñeneenti brush su ma drawee brows fii my best friend Jamie moo daan toog dinaa ko comme Jamie come to my house dina ñëw dinaa powder kanamam bi ba mu waaru you know noonu nga di jàngee so I went through all of that to go I had this photo back in high school embarrassing flashback maa ngi mel ni comme puune but you know you learn si loolu noonu yëpp nga di jàng so I'm self-taught but 20 last year trendy I went to one of her classes. All those money, nekut nekom is a waste of money. Man dama janga sama because dama bëgg xam man how I will look, you know, with it. Bala ngay dem ci kenen, munal ci sa bopa. Bala ngay dem def nonsense ci kanam kenen, munal ci sa bopa ak ki nga xamne dina la mëna wax dëgga. Ne ni yak ni nga correct sa bopa. So I went to Trendy, I paid, you know, I learned her steps. Te man xamna suma bopa. Xamna mom steps yum they use that ones that work for me and the ones that don't. You ma mëna use pour client bi ak yi nga xamne I can avoid it, you know, the mistakes. To learn from a person who's more experienced dafa baax. You know, you shouldn't always be like oh mun naa lii xam naa lii be ready to learn and be ready to acquire more knowledge because yow yaay dem kanam dañ dee wax ne teacher bi student bi moo dee mën a ñëw mu romba teacher bi te loolu dëgg la you've seen a lot of huge influencers ñu ngi fi ubbi nañ seen salon and all of that ñuñ teach ñu raw leen you know so you should feel ready pour nga jànga yeah so I'm self-taught but I have my certificate from Trendy Makeovers who is an amazing makeup artist and I look up to her.
Okay, it's very impressive at least sa gum-gum ak sa gis-gis ne you're doing all of these and at the end of the day dang si jàng tamit te doomi aadama tamit doo jóg rek mun dara foog nga jaar i tolof but still you are actually young.
Yeah.
That's it. And then you said that makeup is actually your hobby. But would you actually think that things might change but nga bëgg a fulfill to be a full-time makeup artist?
Yes, I always think about that. Mota, I haven't given up on it because when a career slow failure, you have a backup. Like footballers, boys you didn't a school be just footballer la buga neka footballer. You're gonna grow old, and that club that you're in, they're gonna want younger people. So da ngay janga pour nga mëna am sa certificate, nga mëna am li nga xamné mo da fly back up. nga dimbale sa bopp ëllëg. If those people don't want you, you have your millions already. Take those millions, invest ko si leneen. Man, the makeup I'm doing as a side hustle. Ma bëgg dem university and study international relationship. I can be making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. That thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, mun naa ko jël ma invest ko si suma jàng pour ma dem si suma kanam si kanam. Du ma just toog ma banque suma loxo because what xale bu nekka loo bëgga moo nekka pour ëllëg nga tekki sa parents yi tamit tekki. ñu not tekki but like nga dimbale leen nga dimbale sa parents yi. So yeah, loolu rek laa mën a wax.
You know, man di amata la ma.
Yeah, so backup dafa baax.
It actually happens.
Backup dafa baax.
I always nit yi dañ foog ne sa man flu entertainment it's actually a full-time thing. Graduate now, they have not school, you know. I do poetry, you know. I'm actually in a cultural choir. Yeah, I manage this fee, I post, I organize. But still, it's my parents are actually telling me to learn. I have to learn it first. Understand? Yeah. And dafa baax tamit ngay am A ak B. Because xam nañ Gambia bi si boppam nu mel. Because at the end of the day, soo stigee to leena doxut nga xaar ba si kanam nga bëgg a delluwaat like you have wasted a whole lot of times. Nit ñu maa gis may, you know, jàmbal def ko nekk man yi daanga di am good for classes. I'm not useless. That's what they actually think. Yeah. No, because it needs to be on the table because if people tend to look up to you in one way, also show it to them in another way. Because it's actually important. So yes, Bill.
Okay, so like Fulo asked earlier on, I'd like to ask you, like, Hangwa, African Indian judgmental, they're very judgmental, especially us the Gambians. So like, you know, you respect yourself and I respect your job. Can a very judgmental person in a mono so you like Aisha, the mabuga makeup. What then like your same attitude in bena, same personalities are not different. Mom, numla gise is not how you are thinking of like you might be very calm, tanga rus, just like me. You might be very calm and talking to her in a very calm way, in a very civilized way, while mom, the uncivilized one, you know, want to keep mom the fire body. Man, I'm not good, like, maybe the flamak. If I want to keep my chat, why is she talking to me like this? Hunger. We've seen that a lot of times. I mean, I have a sister and an aunt that are makeup artists, so we've all seen this type of people, like very judgmental. She doesn't know herself. That she looks down on people. One of her funny, yes, mom, I'm coming to her. She's doing my makeup. She thinks that she can underestimate me. So, what do you have to say about that? Gambian, they are very judgmental.
That's true. Luma de wax always is self-respect. Yabaate am na, reewaan am na, but like gis nga nit soo nangoo keneen yëpp la si biti yow yaa ko nangul sa boppa because sa liggéey la, it's my job. Yow yaa ñëw si man nga ne danga bëgg a def sa makeup. Man, number one, I'll be very professional. Damay wàccee suma boppa ma jox la yow that platform pour nga mun a express sa boppa. If you come to me and you have certain, you know, ñu am benn just xëccoo daal ak lii man duma la musa disrespect but dinaa la wan tamit ne doo ma yeb si suma liggéey. You know, don't be quick to judge people, especially this social media. ñu ngi si jamono social media, you know. Ding ma gis a lot of people will see me on the internet. Kii nataalu sanse nataalu lam dee def post every day mu ngi génn but that's not it. You don't know my life. You just see the things that I want you to see. You know, man suma bëggee nga gis suma personal life, come to my house, come stay with me. Di nga gis lu ma dee dunda. People look at me, Aisha do dee liggéey, Aisha do def dara. Do you know what I do at my house? You don't know what I do. Xamuloo ndax dam dee am 3 meals a day. You don't know. So if you come to me, approach me with respect. Xamal ne nekkut sa kër nga nekka. Danga dem si nit te nit ñi duñ benn. Am nañu am xol, am nañu amut xol. Gambian bi in general moo mel noonu. Te jigéen dafa sew. Like, I'm not even joking. You see people, I've seen so many backhanded comments. Oh, Aisha, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. Those are the same people that be in their group chats. They were rubbish about you. Te hamunsa what you did. Benga aga for nega. So it's this judgments yuñ wara bay. Because so bëggee nit mu dem kanam wala yow sa bopp so bëggee dem kanam. Waxi nit daf la dee mun a delloo gannaaw even if you don't want to listen to it. ku nekk da nga am insecurities ku nekk da nga am flaws. I might be here talking like man faale ma dara but I do care. am na yenn wax yoo xam ne su àggee si man daf ma dina ma naxari but I make sure that ma wan nit ñi ne it doesn't affect me because you have to build that wall around you. You know, to be successful, you have to be strong.
Approve. Lu ma la jaay Aisha mooy. Ndax góor dafa make up. Lu tax ma wax loolu mooy. Góor comme nu mu wax ne jigéen dafa bëgg a boppam. Te góor tam noonu la bëggee boppam. Dama bëgg a laaj ndax góor. moom naka la moo mën a traiter góor loolu laa bëgg a dégg si make up.
Okay, loolu it's different from the makeup that I do. Lolu is just touch up. Balaa nga dem face camera bi, you should look well dressed, approachable, you know, in the camera. You should look good. So all of those is just to blend everything. I'm not ñuy talk si camera bi, especially yenn góor yi, you have blemishes. Moo nekk fii sa fii ñuul sa fii lii. So the thing they do is dañ lay just laalal some few powder, a few concealer pour camera light bi su la laalee. It's not going to look mel ni comme sanguloo juróom fukki days sa yaram bi gisut ndox. So it's to avoid that. So nga mun a look very fresh basically. Sa kanam appear like amuloo ben pimple and all of that. But it's good to nga large questions even not the makeup side sa. am na góor yu dee am pimples nekku jigéen rek a dee am pimples. So it's all about hormones ak sa the way you're growing up. It's not a crime pour nga gis góor mu dem sa beauty shop bi mu jënda cleanser mu jënda wipes jënda face serum bi ak yooyu noonu masque bi nit ñi dañ war a bàyyi di wax si loolu di la ooyee góor jigéen wala dara. It's not that ku nekk na nga war a bëgg sa yaram. It's da nga bëgg sa yaram moo tax. Nga bëgg sa yaram. Yeah, it's good. Daf la day protect, especially right now fu nekk ni the dust is so much. So these bacteria ak yooyu noonu ñu ngi si kanam nit ñi, they're going to cause more skin reactions.
Aisha, you know, one thing I observe about you is like you're very vital, you're smart, you know how to answer questions rather, and then danga gawa in the environment you're living. Gawa it's very important because certain people might be so ignorant in knowing, in learning, because ñoom dañ foog ne tuuti xam-xam buñ am xam nañ yëpp.
Yeah.
So we invited Aisha for a makeup discussion. But I said, one of my halal, then you're going to Aisha, you're going to
wow, who more
because because the thing is, she knows how Gambian environment is. It's not every youth. More ham but sometimes more posting information people be asking, where do you have your sources? Where like you're involved into different kind of things, you give me information, blah blah blah. It's because of them they eager and if youths are like this, can do gawasona. If you want to know something positive, then go ham. And the social media part, I think see social media will go in there. Let's continue our discussion.
So I just wanted to say, like what you just said, it's very flattering, but man, I wasn't ever like this. Man dama gaaw. Like dama gaaw si wax, dama gaaw si luma dee def. So like suma papa daf ma dee wax, bring it down a notch. Mu ne ma you're very hyper. You know, bring it down a little bit. You know, he's saying that not to just pour watches more confidence away, but pour mamuna janga. And I can see that now it's being very helpful. Time with them they just lune karek them they rush. Man ma melni comme dama xam. Exactly.
Man, like something happened. I went to something. Rek man kili man ko ne xam nga nga ne dama faraw waaye ma fa ko ma ngeen faraw nak man akon nak ni nga sama faraw. So
yeah, lolu yep. Man, I'm very eager to learn. I'm very eager to, even time in school, teacher be na large questions. Yalla hamna ne sometimes somebody have question, but just put buga back and forth, and the teachers sometimes act like they know, but time give the student chance put mom time move. So dina dem duma ham sa question mama like that. But dina andi li nga xamne something is that's going to clash. So it's not like controversial. Yeah, you're not just going to focus on one part. Man non la mel in general. I'm very outspoken. I'm very nopiuma si luma helada. Whatever is on my mind, I say it. A lot of people say I'm scary. Well, I have a mean face. Man how lolo. Do I look mean? I look very approachable, but it's just all about come no ko he e wuda fa ba
I can't understand. So yes, we have discussed a lot. This is a very important topic because I feel like to start with the younger ones much more than the older ones. This platform is not for people they are already there. It's for people they are just started because it's very important not to be selfish. I said this yesterday, and I think all of my episodes today or Aisha but I would always say if you have the knowledge, you actually being selfish. But if you have the knowledge, it's not going to it is actually for the people you might have the credit, yes, but to share ideas, to educate people, to make people feel awareness, this is necessary to learn. This is the platform of it. And I'm actually saying that O's actually dangerness because they actually feel that this actually needs to continue. But we all have our personal things to do, and nothing to say less. I think Binta will actually wrap it up, and you two may just a final word, see, and also inshallah, I don't know when, but the next day, the whole team will have a special day to your house. That's a promise from me, and then I convince guys.
Then you talk all that.
La illallah. The behind the scenes number. So we'll come to your place, inshallah. Maybe a day we have makeup la more. Monday my makeup. I don't care. So we get the new makeup. Understand? We see how it will be on our faces, but it's just a simple day that to make the people know how you do your work, understand the time, the resources, and then how you equally engage yourself into it. So let's wrap it up.
Okay, so what do you have to tell the young people that are struggling to come up, like not even in the makeup field? Like we have public speaking, we have all those other things. Like last week we had debate in our school. But not, I mean, but not like they're not let me send boy talut man tahut man manopi man wahna luma wara wah. The topic was students should not use social media. Man talut man mawa, because I know everyone, in every student in the auditorium, almost all of us used to social media. So like boo, Binta boo, and everything like that. Not everyone is like me. Maybe I'm shy, sometimes I'm not, but that day I was not shy. So maybe it's someone else that like she was very insecure. Joy because those boos and all those. What do you want to tell the bullies that are bringing people down, and what do you also want to tell the young people that are struggling to come up, not having supportive parents, like supportive family members or friends?
It's actually deep.
Man lumaiwa is 1722 to 2022. There's so much years. There's so much advancement. There's so much technology, so much experience. Buneka si aduna bi. Hale so ko buge hagn lu mbuga don yow yaay sona, because jamano buñ tollu ni kids are discovering things for themselves.
Yes.
Social media do la no ba dara. School be tamit, they keep you up to date with whatever's happening in the country. So man luma de always wax ne parents like to keep the kids in the shadow. te loolu dafay muur kanami xale bi di nga gis xale yi nga xam ne dañ leen dee tëj duñ génn suba ngoon guddeeg bëccëg yow loolu yow parent bi yow la mooy affect because xale boobu su génnee su rëcca gis nga jënax soo ko tijjee soo ko defee si cage immediately mu génna si biti yow doo gisaat loolu nag because ban dof mooy delluwaat si cage boobu noonu so like I'm just saying ne soo yar xale like just I'm not gonna say any duma wax benn parent nooy yaree sa doom but like this is all for you guys to just know from our perspective ne the way kids feel soo jëlee xare nga tëj ko o bul def lii don't go here bugguma nga ànd ak xarit bi kii xarit bu bon la du nga ne all of those daf day mën a am mën nga ànd ak peer pressure ak yooyu yëpp am na but like mistake is allowed but not always loolu moo tax xale bi su mooy def dara wax ko ne you know soo defee lii it has this and this and that as consequences let the child go mu dem explore lu ko daj si biti wax nga ko yow parent bi you have done your job te dina tax xale boobu noonu mu xam ne the reason why my parents said this and this and that is to avoid lii ak lii ak lii waaye loolu it makes zero sense pour parent bi mu ne xale bi ne don't go into your dancing don't go into dancing dance is money how man Africa fii ñun fii moom lu ñu xam moo nekk tëgga sabar dance is money Gambia it's money xaalis la loolu maa nekk di wax
during grade 4 my life as a dancer I still have the image in life su ma nekkee fii dafa it's actually weird because I'm actually living with my uncle and aunt since I was actually a child that was 2011 to 12 but in 2012 2014 dafa invite on benn artist like this artist I'm actually mooy suma film Manding Mooy xale yi duñu xam kuy Manding Mooy
xam naa di
okay maybe yaa xam ngeen ko but honestly speaking it's not everyone that knows Manding Mooy mu ngi demoon si programme yi Jesus bi mu ngi perform the stage is actually not wild and I'm like ndeysaan amoon kii kan la kii dafa tëj kan but okay you can pass it ngeen check na so bu ma doon def bu ma fi dama ñëw si kaw stage bi rek ma egg si kaw stage bi you know ma feature I engage the crowd instead of Manding Mooy waroon na steal crowd bi man ma jël crowd bi dama yaakaar ñeme crowd it's not today no honestly it's not today and from that particular point my uncle was so surprised you don't know it you can't do it understand they were so surprised I'm actually into this so at the end of the day they wanted me to leave the country Senegal sir for them dying feature but you know I was actually young by the time and I still need to learn and all of that but this is to say to me Lord and again it's my first ever event it's my ever theater 2020 dama ko def man wax gars yi gudd dégg fi suma oncle këri lawyer dawal ko yëg seetaan yi ñoom Sanu ak Sara si ñoom la ko déggee ne dafa organize event you know but they were still not mad at me for it because from its start then my dugal si benn point bi they are actually managing can you imagine so whatever you were actually doing this is actually a short story pour nit yi xam ne whatever you go through or what you want to do still si yow la des Aisha suñ fi continuer bi wax bi du jeex pour dafa bari wax da nga bari wax okay but also ñoo ana so yeah so I would actually say give your final remarks before we close the curtain and yes
so I just want to say a few words like which is never be
inspire the young people
never not just makeup right there's so many activities that are out there for kids for like girls young girls especially and boys too you're considered so in general bul musa ragal def lo bëgga def go ahead research get to know more about what you want to do go and sit with your parents wax leen lii ak lii nga bëgga and listen to their side and let them listen to you and you go ahead and you do what you want because at the end of the day if they want you to be a finance officer yow yaa dem toog si gannaaw desk boobu noonu you're going to be the one struggling you're going to be the one that's going to meet all those deadlines ñoom they have done what they're supposed to do they have the money the cars and all that but for you to get there you should love what you want to do gis nga lu ànd ak buga ak gum si kanam rek la mooy dem du musa dellu gannaaw but li nga xam ne dafa ànd ak tapale yéen xam ngeen dëkk bi you can see the country itself so backwards rek ngay dem. So it's just all about gum-gum.
One of the guests who might invite, like, what's wrong with this? We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that, please. Because when some toilets in the the real, intellectual people.
Yeah.
So you say topic, but we will get to it. So, on platform B, it's actually your platform. Thank you so much, Binta. I will do the final remarks. And then I will actually, Binta will do that closing, please. So thank you so much for accepting this, request by Saturday or whatever you have to do. And depending 9 o'clock, this new one online, I was so surprised because the video one, I'm nervous, but when you will get through it. But thank you so much for accepting this because at the end of the day, you coming here without me giving you being paid or you all of fast and all of that. You're living your resources. You're actually not doing this for me. You're not doing it for Binta, you're not doing it for yourself. You are actually doing it for people who have send Kelly, video because they are the ones who have this is the information they need.
Yeah.
These are the footsteps they need. And then let me tell you something. When you start going, having the recognition from young people, you start seeing people calling you their mentor. Because being a mentor is that a person another person actually looking up to you.
Yeah.
The footstep you're doing. Si looy involve. Si looy wax. Te being a mentor tamit dafa just bàyyi xel.
Yeah.
Because looy def.
It's monitored. People are looking.
People are looking at you. Su nekkee sa lu bon la sax dañoo ne sama mentor bi mu ngi def Aisha mu ngi def lii why is he doing it? So the backup alert needs to be in you.
Yeah.
Gomal sa bopp. Yan ak tege.
Mooy lépp
waxi waajur yi.
mooy lépp.
Because doomi adama foo munti aaga si waajur yi la moo tugi.
Yeah.
Understand? And believe yourself, like I said, keep going. Struggle be never connect with face as people, especially we are all facing it if you're actually out there. Understand? So lumala yigal mo nekk na keep up the good job and
thank you.
Yàlla daf la tegal foo bëgg a aaga. Man, I tell this to people. I always give stories about myself. How about because the struggle you're actually going through, no munti daw, come hand nga fa nekk.
Yeah.
So that's a living story. Pour keneen mu jàng si. That is how I am. It's actually surprising that man ngi def lu ndaw li yëpp xam nga tojuma fenn but at least people are actually learning from it. So jàng boobu njëriñoo la. Te goma sa studio su ubbee you'll be really recognized.
Inshallah.
And then trust me, I don't mind my mom, man this one very hard day, I'm make up
Yeah. And please, janga is important. Education is really important. Dinga muna wax ne Bill Gates ak Mark Zuckerberg ñooñu xel yi duñ benn de.
Déedéet fii am nga fii la yow.
Not street life is not for everyone. Please. Street life is not for everyone. Dafa important in anything.
No, how am I bëgg a wax jàng dafa important fix la to like education is your first priority. Whether you like it or not. But Gambia bi bëggut a jàng.
Bëggut a jàng loolu laa nekk di wax.
Foofu loolu lay waaye.
I'm actually saying ñëpp dañ bëgg a tukki man I don't know man how ma ku dee ñu dee indi that mentality to you a whole lot of
that's what I'm saying that's what I'm saying and gis nga let me say
good belief and then stop blaming the good for certain things man I tell this to people there
let me say
I talk about politics if you know me but bu leen teg seen yaakaar si nguur bi nguur bi nekkul di la dundal nguur bi jurut la su nekkoon sa li nga xam ne it's actually in your own personal side. Yes, but
exactly. What I want to say is this street life, the street is not for everyone. So how many you're talented with this? You'd see no, I'm
really serious about this. When you have topic when it comes about youth empowerment, the financial settings being come then you're talking him you want to come here living it, but just to inspire young people because Santa Yala, Jigini, they're not involved into certain things.
No, but like them King Von and all of that stuff, they live their life. You don't know the struggle that they went through to get where they are. The street life, the gang life is not for everyone. Yo mun ngay dem rek ñu ne dem nga dem sacca fulo fo na bi nga dem ñu téla fofu non. Yo sa aduna emul fofu non rek. You know, go and learn. I'm not being one. I'm just saying based off of what's being shown on news, what people are saying every day. Am ngeen ay raka, am ngeen ay cousins, am ngeen ay siblings, ñepp bëgg teki. But teki in the right way is more important than nga teki ci tapale.
Man ci Islam sa
exactly. Du musa dem ci kanam. So please stay in school ngeen janga. Kula na jangis nga. Wax ko waaw. Mom mi bëgg na dem nekk ji sàccakat. Bu ngay dem serve 10 years am jail. So yeah.
We've made it to the end of the day, alhamdulillah. And I know if I'm saying this, I'm saying it on behalf of board, Flo, Awa, and I. Unfortunately, Awa is not here, but Aisha, let me add a little bit of what. Let's just spice it up. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you coming.